Evening to you people out there. How's everybody doing? Friday 24th of February 2012, here we go. Comic book review, and the 6 issues that I'm reviewing tonight are sorry, The Flash. Okay, he's pretty much responsible, well, I say pretty much, he's partly responsible for the DC Comics relaunch. If you've read the Flashpoint series from last year, the event that pretty much changed everything in The Flash, it's all because of him in some sense. Now, Francis Manapul and Brian Buccellato have seriously given The Flash one hell of a rehash, basically. The first 5 issues are all to do with his oldest friend called Manuel, who was a highly trained like FBI agent, to the point of where they gave him a sort of like a serum that allowed him to regenerate. So if any point he got injured, he was shot, stabbed, anything like that, he was instantly healed. It gets to the point of where by the, I think it is actually in the 2nd issue, I think, we actually see clones of Manuel, and it starts to, you know, people are starting to wonder, well, how is that even possible? How are we getting these clones? Why are we seeing more than one of him? And you know, Barry Allen is still not 100% sure as to what's happening. But what I also loved about the particularly the 2nd issue is how the very first cosmic treadmill, Flash ends up breaking it because of how fast he can run, and he pretty much destroys it. Then it gets, he really he doesn't know his powers that well, so he's still learning, and there's a section here where he's pretty much sort of seeing everything before it happens. He suddenly just realizes he can see things before they happen, and that's the result of the Speed Force, basically. Because you see here, right, there's Iris talking, and by the time she's finished her actual sentence, he's gone around and averted danger to a sense, and is back before she's even noticed that he's gone. And it's just great to see that. I love this. Look at that for epic artwork right there. That's what I'm talking about. It's just amazing to see how they've really done so well with Flash. Now, I know a lot of people who have been reading the current run of Flash aren't happy that it's Barry Allen. They would have preferred it was Wally West, and everybody's favourite Flash is Wally West. So that's understandable on that side. As I say, he's learning his powers, and there's a plane about to hit the bridge of Keystone, and between Keystone and Central City. You've got to understand that with Barry, he is quite complicated. He still doesn't understand his powers that well. He's mourning the you know, his friend. We even get a glimpse of a certain Captain Cold by the 3rd issue down there. Let's see what else. So much is happening. He vibrated an entire plane through the bridge, for heaven's sake. He vibrates through the plane there, and then literally causes it to go through the bridge. That's what I'm talking about. That's power right there. So as it goes on, as I say, his issue is more to do with Manuel. Looks like the Trickster. It's got to be the Trickster. The other side of it is obviously Barry himself and the relationship side of things, and he's actually because he's working in the police force. He works alongside Patty. Now, we all remember from before the relaunch, there was a history between Flash and Patty. I think it's Patty Laurie, and she she moved away from the gem cities, otherwise known as Keystone and Central City, because, you know, Barry got with Iris West. However, in this current run, Flash, well, Barry rather, and Iris are not together. It's more Barry and Patty. So a lot of fans, again, are still not happy about that. But rest assured, just remember, this is a relaunch, brand new take. We don't know what's going to happen in the next, say, 6 months. You know, Barry and Patty might not work out. Iris and Barry get together. So it could happen. We just have to wait and see. Where am I going? Yes, as I say, his friend Manuel, the story actually unfolds, I think, by about issue 3 and 4, where because of his regeneration, he was actually captured and tortured to the point of where when they tortured him, they actually cut off his limbs, and they cut off his limbs so many times that said limbs regenerated into clones of Manuel, which I thought was fucking awesome. So that kind of tells you how all these clones of Manuel arrived, and they're all dying, and they're trying to find out why they're dying, and they realise why it is they're dying, and then they go to the help of this particular professor who is helping Flash control his speed, to the point of where by issue 5 it turns out that Flash tapping into the Speed Force has been opening up rifts in certain places, therefore disturbing the space-time continuum as well. It's got to the point of where if he runs so fast, he could literally, you know, cease all existence of time completely. And again, that takes you back to Flashpoint, if you see what I mean. So I'm not going to give you too much away regarding the 6th issue, so if you haven't read it, I suggest you do. But I love what they've done with Captain Cold. I actually love the design, the costume, the fact that his powers are now fused into him rather than having the ice guns that he used to have. Yeah, it makes him a more formidable villain. So it's interesting to see how Flash is going to get himself out of that one. But yes, there we go. Francis Manapul, Brian Buccellato, thank you very much. Looking forward to see what happens in the next 6 issues as time goes on. Who knows? Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see. So anyway, let me know what you thought of Flash. Do you like the current run? Do you prefer Francis Manapul doing the writing on it? I mean, because we know that Geoff Johns did some awesome stuff with it before the relaunch regarding Flash. But again, even Francis is pulling out all the stops, so very pleased with it. As I say, leave your comments below, and I shall see you all later. Have a good weekend. Bye.